I'm back. Mike Davis, Article 3 Project founder, president, and Tommy Lahren, Fox News contributor, host of Tommy Lahren is Fearless on Outkick. All right, Mike, I thought that was actually a joke when I first heard it, but she wants to create an early warning system like you have for hurricanes or natural disasters to help illegal aliens. And she thought that was okay.
Yeah, she should probably look up the federal criminal code where it is a felony to harbor illegal aliens. It's also obstruction of justice, like that local official said, when you obstruct ICE or other federal law enforcement agents. You could also be charged with conspiracy. So, yeah, she should probably go talk to her city attorney.
Now, these people are so angry, Tommy, that here's what they're going to do to someone who's just asking questions. Check this out.
You have no friends. No one loves you. Your mama doesn't love you.
It's really tough these
Why
days.
you're out here by yourself. You're a little lone soldier, huh?
This is a white kind of privilege. Yo, you're evil. Evil.
Ooh.
Tommy, I keep saying this. Imagine if there were conservative activists doing this to liberals in any way, shape, or form in a situation like this.
Well, Laura, conservatives don't have time to do this because they're often at work or at home with their families. They don't have the kind of time to show up en masse in the streets and harass people, block traffic, light things on fire, the mostly peaceful arson, of course. But what you also saw in that clip was projection. You saw that one deranged, rabid leftist saying that he doesn't have a mother that loves him, he has no friends. I would say that that is the perfect example of projection, because that's why these individuals, a lot of them, are out on the streets. They're out on the streets for George Floyd. They were out on the streets to occupy Wall Street. They're out on the streets for Hamas. And now they're out on the streets for illegal aliens. Let's just face it. A lot of these individuals will come out on the streets for any reason whatsoever because they don't have friends. They are not socially acclimated. And this is their idea of fun. And unfortunately, you have these lawless cities that aid and abet this kind of behavior because there's little to no consequences. So this is what they deem fun, and they get away with it. And that's why this cycle will continue in places like that. Not here in Nashville, Tennessee, but in New York City and Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's like a wilding, an ongoing wilding. Remember, we used to talk about those in urban America. But this is what they do. They don't have a message. They don't have solutions. They can't raise your standard of living. But Mike, when they can't do any of that, they go back to the old faithful. Check it out.
ICE needs to show their faces. No more masks like 1,800 bank robbers or Russian KGB agents in the streets. And stop terrorizing families. So what can you do at home? It's No King's Day this Saturday. 2,000 rallies across America. Americans need to show up, because if we don't show up, democracy dies.
Mike, do you think regular people who are looking forward to, like, maybe going to see their son or daughter play a, maybe a sport tonight, they're going to a game or watching a movie, does this resonate at all? Who is it resonating with, this message?
I would warn these rioters. There's a new sheriff in town, and her name is Pam Bondi. And along with FBI Director Kash Patel, they are going to pursue these rioters. They're going to charge them, and they're going to throw them in prison. And they're going to use facial recognition to do that. So I'm glad that they're calling for people to take off their masks.
Well, Tommy, they say they're not going to have some large presence in D.C., where, of course, the U.S. military is gathered. They don't mess around. But they say that that's not really their goal. They want to take the protests to small-town America, to medium-sized towns and cities, and they're going to fan out all across the country. And they look, this has been a big undertaking. They have every major Democrat group, the teachers' unions, other unions, activists involved. This is not grassroots. This is a Democrat operative, organized endeavor. Period. End of story.
And best of luck to them if they want to come to small towns. I think Jason Aldean wrote a song about that a couple years back. This is not going to fly in places like Florida or Tennessee, parts of Texas. I'm sure some of the areas, Austin, they'll probably take part in this. But red states and red cities have made it very clear we do not put up with this, and there will be severe consequences. There's a great sheriff in Florida who made it very clear what happens if you engage in violent behavior in that state. But I would also say it was just 5 years ago we experienced much of the same. And then what was birthed out of that stupid movement was defund the police. And now that's why you had LAPD this week that was under-resourced and underserved, partly because of that defund the police movement. So I would say to viewers and voters out there who are maybe somewhat inspired by this no kings baloney, remember what happened when they called for anarchy in 2020. Remember how that turned out, and remember what it did to your community, and never make that mistake of voting those people into power again.
And I say to all these protesters, keep it peaceful, but why don't you get a life? I say, get a life. Go meet somebody, socialize. I guess this is their social life. I think you're both right about this. This is their circle of friends. That's all they got. Mike and Tommy, both of you, have a great weekend.